I think we can both count on one hand the amount of times we've seen someone actually succumb to a true tension pneumothorax. And probably on two hands, the times we've seen someone succumb to an airway emergency that didn't get an intervention, right? And so like and again, if the dude's unconscious and not breathing, well, in a mass cow scenario, most of the algorithms would tell you to move on, right? But if the dude's unconscious and breathing, then yeah, you do what you got to do. You have someone breathe for him and you put the tubes in the chest. But like for the dude who's breathing, who's awake and with it, right? Barring a few exceptions that I can think of like direct trauma to the airway, which has happened, but again, very rare and very obvious too. Like isolated trauma to like right here, like, okay, yeah, that's obvious, dude. Like, yeah, get an airway in that guy, right? But I mean, even the penetrating injuries to the chest and the blunt injuries to the chest, like if there have been many times where like the dude has had blood in his mouth, blood in his airway, hemothorax, pneumothorax, you've got time. Tripod that guy to let him get in a position where he's going to protect himself while you get a tube in his arm and give blood, right? And so, and I can speak from experience. Like if they had laid me flat, I would not have been able to breathe. If they put a needle D in my chest, no. A thoracostomy, no, right? Like, but they were not, because they were listening to me. I said, I fucking like sit me up. Like, sit me up, let me bend my knees. They had me strapped down with the litter straps. And I kept doing this, and they were like, "Oh, we need you to be calm." And I like grabbed the medic. I was like, "Dude, let me bend my knees. I can breathe." And he's like, "Okay." So I bent my knees and I sat up a little bit, and I could breathe. And I don't know why. That doesn't. I've been thinking about that. I'm not sure why. Because I always thought like you would increase my intraabdominal pressure, but for some reason, bending my knees and sitting me up, that part I get, was just able to let me my fucking breath. I'm not sure. It worked. And so, yeah, less is more. That's about